So you want to write a song. Where do you start? Do you stay up all night, banging away on your guitar? Or cozy up to a piano until inspiration comes? Maybe you curl up in the corner with a notebook. And sometimes you just jam with your friends until you find the sound you're looking for. Well, here on The Deck, we offer bands and musicians a whole new approach to writing a song. Here's how it works. Artists are required to use 3 lyric cards. The lyric cards might ask them to write a song about lost love, or mention their brother and sister, or to mention the mountains. They may even have to write about this. Instrument cards require the artist to use certain instruments in their song, such as a drum machine, a violin, or a saxophone. The instrument card may also deny the artist the right to use an instrument by stating no acoustic guitar or no drums on the song. Artists are required to use 3 instrument cards. Finally, artists draw 3 arrangement cards. Maybe the arrangement will have to be a waltz, or the card will say, write a fast song. Maybe they'll be forbidden from using an instrument solo. Each group or artist will have to use all 9 cards in their song. And one more thing. If an artist doesn't like a card, they can return it to the deck and draw another. Here's the catch. If they throw one back, they have to keep and use the alternative card in their song, no matter what it is. So be careful. By the end of the show, we'll have a new song cut straight from the deck. Let's meet today's artist.
Hi, my name's Michael Goodrich, and I've been playing music in front of people since I was a little bit shorter. About 1974, and you do the math. And I still do it, but mostly around the dining room table. But I'm open for business. If you want to knock on my door and tell me to get out there and do that. I, spent the majority of my growing up in Charleston, Illinois. And it was a little college town. So we were, in our own tiny way, somewhat cosmopolitan. Like, people knew how to speak French there. Like 7 people. And plays would come in, and the campus was lively with the arts, and I took speech communications as a major and wanted to be a documentary filmmaker. and then I got bit by rock and roll so much that as soon as I graduated with my master's, I joined a band and lived in a house with 5 smelly guys for 5 years, and it was my favorite time in my life. Because we'd go into a studio and make this record, and the record was really, the song was great, but the guys, the drums are just overwhelming, and and then I do a caterwauling scream. It's horrible. I have it on vinyl. It's called Blood of the Will. Well, so every now and then I display records on a little music stand or an easel or something, but that one hasn't been displayed, because the cover's horrible. It's got a big mushroom cloud. Because the songs are kind of good, but the way that they were recorded were overwrought, and no, that's not how it's supposed to go. But we were so excited about the whole process that, wow, yay, we're in the studio, whatever. I mean, really. Yay, we're in the studio. That's not enough, kids. Later, we forgot that somebody has to listen to this. We were just glad to be there.
What did you want?
I'm currently unemployed, but I just took a test for a state government job yesterday. I look forward to serving the community.
Let's throw it over to Jeff and see how the cards play out.
I'm gonna be a millionaire. What I'm going to ask you to do first is to turn over 3 cards from each section, and we can talk about them a little as we go. Children singers on the song. Snare hits on the 4. See how.
Okay, let's do snare hits on the 4. Let's do it out loud. Okay, 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. I'm good with it.
And finally, use same 2 chords in the verse and the chorus, like Lou Reed is famous for doing.
Sounds good to me.
Does this sound like something that you could incorporate into a song comfortably? Does it sound like, is there anything?
No, I immediately say yes.
Is there anything here that disturbs you or you feel uncomfortable about? Because the reason I say, you have an opportunity to exchange 1, 2, or even all 3 of these. But your next turn, your replacement card, you're stuck with it. And it may be something that you don't want. You're stuck with it.
You know what? I'm really enjoying the danger element, to tell you the truth. Now I get to go back to college via these little colored cards. Fun. Let's do it.
Let's see where
you ready?
Let's see where the instruments take you.
Okay.
Use a saxophone prominently. And again, you'll have an opportunity to swap that if it's something that you don't want to use. No acoustic guitar.
Okay.
And use a wah-wah pedal.
Always wanted to, don't have one.
I would imagine that we can facilitate that.
I bet you know some peeps.
How do you feel about the saxophone?
The saxophone, okay, a little bit.
Big Eddie Money fan?
No.
And when I see this, the first thing that pops in my head is just any 80s solo break.
Now you're making me think bad thoughts.
Let's see where the lyrics take us.
Okay, let's do it.
Time or the passage of time must be referred to.
Oh, I'm good with that.
Get revenge.
I can be good with that.
Okay.
I don't want to advertise it, but I can be good with that. Okay.
Finally, forbidden love should be the theme.
Wow. Okay.
And burn.
You know, I kind of like being painted into a corner a little bit. I mean, even when I write songs, sometimes I have to give myself an assignment. And so I've been given an assignment. And I'll drink to that.
All right. Well, there we have it. We've got some direction, and I look forward to following along the process and seeing how the song turns out.
That sounds great. Way to go, Jeff.
Get to work.
Cool.
Hey, let's check in on Michael's progress. See how he's doing.
Well, I like children's singers. I mean, there's what, Oh God by XTC, and there's even a Lou Reed song that has it.
Recording,
And I usually write on an acoustic, usually. I mean,
so as long as that translates to being completely removed from the final result.
Yeah, I'll just suck that baby right out of there. Yeah, that baby's gone. Then a friend of mine suggested this title that he wanted to do, but he could never come up with anything about it. Kissing a Dead Man's Wife. Or I have a friend whose husband died, and we kind of hooked up a little bit.
At the funeral.
You know, you got a title like that, there could be some crying involved. I kind of turn the tables on the revenge. The revenge doesn't come from me. It comes from the wife. I mean, because a lot of people write revenge songs and it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get revenge. No, I'm not going to. I'm getting revenge from somebody else. And that's like, okay, that's a little different. So I'm getting the heat. You know, I've written some songs before that sometimes I can't hardly play. This might be one of them. Accomplishment, and I think it's an accomplishment, yeah. Yeah. If it's that heavy, then yeah, you know, you'll have to be at the right venue to hear it played. Revenge was now. I knew it anyhow. How could my money ever buy a sacred cow? Kissing a dead man's wife. No, when we did the thing and picked the cards, I called a friend of mine up and he said, I got this song I've been wanting to write, but I can't do it. And it's about you. Now, I had to be careful. I mean, no, yeah, I had to be very careful. And then I decided to not be careful. You know, where you go, well, this is art. This has nothing to do with, you know, it has nothing to do with reality, but you know, it does. You know, of course it does. And then you just you go where the art takes you. Yeah, that's what you do. Shine on, you little sleepyhead. Now I see you walking down to bed. I'm sorry that your old man's dead. I can't even comment like the way that went. That was good. The way that,
No, that was good.
even the, I liked it. No, I'm down. And my aunt knew Dave Van Rock because they lived in the East Village, and they just were, you know. He had another couple over to his apartment, and then he invited my aunt, Aunt Susan, and Bob Dylan. It's 1963, and he's, you know, they're talking. You know, she's smart. You know, conversationalist. I mean, she wanted to hang out with Beatniks in 1958. It would make your head spin. But and there it is, 1963, and she's friends with Dave Van Rock, and Dylan starts hitting on her a little bit harder, and she just looks at him and goes, "Man, I only hang with real poets." I guess there was a gulp in the room. I bet Dave Van Rock liked it though. She was like, oh no, she'd much rather listen to Allen Ginsberg, and you know, she loved poetry and poets and beatniks. Making pop songs?
Yeah.
Nah, that's rubbish. I mean, she didn't think it was total rubbish at the end of the day. And then she ended up moving to Woodstock at the same time Dylan moved to Woodstock, and he doesn't remember her. And he would walk down a little dusty road and wave at her, and she'd wave at him, and she'd go, I let that go.
You ready?
Michael's finished with the words to his song. Let's see how it plays out in the studio.
I got so excited about fixing that I got into a little trot and ran across a piece of blacktop, and there's a bunch of gravel on the bottom. I hit that gravel like it was marbles in a cartoon and went airborne and just came splat, dab, right, bullseye on the left hip. It was horrible. Don't ever do that. Ever. Not if somebody offers you $5. Don't do it. Yeah. You don't do it.
We're gonna do what?
We're gonna try to finish this little dog off with some vocals, a little guitar picking, you know, the usual suspects. And what are you dreaming? What do you know? Where do those little sweetheart ghosts now go? She is here, just drinking beer. Yeah, I'm kissing a dead man's wife. Well, I kind of liked it. I don't know what you were getting out of it, but well, now we might want to listen to it, see if it. I don't know. I like it. I mean, I gave it a little different treatment than, you know, a little bit. I mean, I did. But the music made me do it. And a good backing track makes your mind think differently, and it made my voice feel differently. And I didn't have a glass of water, so I was a little bit hoarsish, but I was kind of like, I'm digging that, you know. I mean, that's what you got, and that's what you do, and then you do it, and then you listen back and see if it's any good. But I had fun with that. No, I felt good, and boy, you know, you hate to kill something. What do you do now? And what are you dreaming?
This is because I broke the law and started out on an acoustic guitar, and so it felt more Dylan-esque to me. And then as time went on, it felt more, I don't know, it felt other. And then when I heard the basic tracks, I was like, oh yeah, this feels like it wants to go where Nick Cave or the Doors or something, where that goes. And so my voice immediately went there, you know. I just kind of went there. And, you know, we weren't used to it. But I kind of liked it immediately. And yeah, there's nothing more favorite of mine than do it in one take. One take, baby. If you can get it there, you got it. So I'm good. I'm good with it. But I'm gonna do it half as much as that. So we had a good day. Most things were first takes, and then we got done with it, and it's done, or it's done-ish. This is the early sandwich without all the ugly mayo on it yet. We gotta do some kid singers, and Lord knows I can't fake kid singing anymore.
There's the new guy. Wait. Kyle, what is wrong with you?
And I gotta get that wah-wah pedal from somebody. You got a wah-wah pedal? Somebody's got one. I always wanted one, maybe for Christmas. Shine on, you little sleepyhead. Now I see you walking down to bed. I'm sorry that your old man's dead. What do you do now? And what are you dreaming? What do you know? Where do those little sweetheart ghosts now go? The time is now.
to be just then. No sacred cow gonna be slain again. She is here, just drinking beer, thinking that life is just better near. It's clear that I'm kissing a dead man's wife, kissing a dead man's wife, kissing a dead man's wife. There's dinner on the table, and I'm more than able to enjoy this food with smiles and nods. She says, "Hey, where you going?" Well, just over there. Why do you think I'm acting like I don't care? Then again, I'm kissing a dead man's wife, kissing a dead man's wife. Yeah, I'm kissing a dead man's wife. She says, "Are you coming back?" a dead man's wife. Kissing a dead man's wife. Alright. I started home. No direction known. And when I got where I was going, I should beat her home. Beat her home. Now I'm kissing a dead man's wife. Yeah. Kissing a dead man's wife. Kissing a dead man's wife. Alright. Tonight. A dead man's wife. Just kissing. A dead man's wife.
Hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you.
I could make a 30-minute blooper reel that would be better than the whole show, but you know that wouldn't really serve any purpose.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks. What the hell was I going to say? Well.
I think there you have it would be the good.
Okay.
Well, there it is, or what do you think?
All right. There you have it. So, did he accomplish everything he set out to do? I think so. Was the I think so. I think so. Hey, but who cares what I think? All right. Well, there you have it.